Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Black Clover. Last time around we had Awakening, where Noelle awoke her powers after Kyoto and Kahono got their asses kicked. She awoke her powers, finally was able to hit something and launched all of her magic power and blew off Veto's arm. Unfortunately, this caused an awakening in Veto, so now he has some hidden magic garbage that regrew his arm, and now he's able to attack with all of his might, which is so much better than everyone else's. But luckily, Asta got up enough in order to save Noelle, and so, yeah, that's pretty much where we left off, and I don't know. I just hope there's an ass-kicking. I hope Veto just gets his ass kicked so thoroughly, so perfectly. We'll have to see. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure, so let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Black Clover. Here we go. Anyway. That service magic is dangerous. Service magic is dangerous. That's very, very dangerous stuff. Okay, I'm good. We're fine. You know, the funny thing is he didn't even put Vanessa in that. Like, it was just... He didn't even know who Mimosa is. It's just, but he put Mimosa and Noelle wet and falling on each other. He might have also been a little generous with the drawing, but you know, But no Vanessa in there. Vanessa wouldn't get mad. Mimosa might not get mad. I don't know. Okay. Demons. Okay, so it's hilarious that they say this like at the beginning. So beings loved by magic, they're demons. Okay. I mean, I guess the jury's still out. Maybe they haven't officially said that, but still, they're demons. He's becoming demons. And an interesting thing, because they say that their master had those swords, the Demon Slayer sword and the Demon Dweller sword. But I would think a Demon Slayer slays demons. But no. I mean, he is a Demon Slayer. He is a Demon Slayer, not a Demon Slayer. There you go. The more I say Demon Slayer, the less it's going to sound like real words. Demon Slayer. It almost sounds like I'm saying Demon's Lair. But, anywho, so, at first I thought, at the beginning of this episode, I was like, what if the whole thing of like, oh, demons attacked the humans, but then they were stopped? What if it was humans attacked these people? But that's not really it. I mean, I don't know. We kind of have two different things to sort of parse out, you know? Now, the little flash that we see of the story does show the little fiends wearing the same robes that the people of the flashback wear, you know? Or robes or togas, really. Like, it also kind of looks a little Greek, almost Atlantean, in sort of some of the more fantastical depictions of Atlantis. But at the same time, it's like, well, I don't know. I guess we just don't have the full story of it. But maybe that's it. Maybe they are demons who are so full of themselves they think they are angels. Or they are biblically accurate angels, which is why they're terrifying. But maybe that's it. Maybe they are demons who think they are better, you know? It's like, oh, the humans came in and tried to destroy us. We were peaceful people. You were probably demons, but then again, I have to think about what kind of a demon is this going to be? You know? I mean, maybe it's a thing of, like, they were peaceful people, but then some of them became demons, you know? Which, at that point, is the Pillarmen. Because the Pillarman species was peaceful, but then it was Cars who became evil. Cars, AC/DC, Wamu, and Santana, all of them became evil, but the larger Pillarman race was fine. It was only when Cars became a vampire among Pillarmen, you know? So maybe that's it, you know? But there definitely seems to be this, like, heavenly aura about the Eye of the Midnight Sun. Like, they believe themselves to be almost holy. They are better than the dregs, the insects of the Clover Kingdom, you know? But yeah, but they seem to be the demons, so... And those demons were stopped by the original Wizard King, so... Oh, boy. I will say, my voice is really shot right now. This is actually the last video I'm filming today. I don't have time to film the rest of my stuff, so yeah, normally I normally film Black Clover first thing in the morning. But now this is the last thing on today's schedule, because I don't have any more time, because I've had to do Doctor Who all day. So, I will say, what an unlikely team to be able to fight Veto, you know? The fact that it's Asta, Finral, and Vanessa. That's an interesting team, but I like the way that it works, you know? The fact that, you know, Asta's out front. Asta is out front trying to land the hits. Vanessa is supporting him by using her thread magic in order to make sure that he dodges things that he needs to. Because she said, one hit and they are dead, you know? So she is making sure that he doesn't get hit. But at the same time, Finral is also doing that, because he's using his spatial magic to redirect any long-range attack, you know? And make him, you know, play with portals. And the fact that you can't see through the portal that Finral creates also really works, because, you know, he just saw a portal in front of him, so he punched at it, thinking he was going to hit Asta. Instead, he just hit the wall, you know? And they were able to land a hit on him, which is incredible, you know? So they are doing really well. What a very interesting team up, you know? And I like Vanessa taking charge of them, you know? Being the sort of senior member and formulating this plan to do it. Like, that's really impressive. Again, because it's like, you know, before this, it's like, okay, you know, haha, drunk, naked girl. And then it's like, well, and she has some thread magic. Okay, well, that's kind of interesting. And then you get to hear, and it's like, here's the most powerful being we've seen up to this point. Now, how is she going to deal with that? But I like it. I like her taking charge, being smart, and coming up with the strategy and implementing it in order to fight Veto. Like, that's really good. I have to admit, I love a good smart woman. You know? Like, it's like, not only is she damn sexy, and she's busting out the aras and stuff, but she's also really fucking smart. And that, ooh, I like that. I really like that. And even just the fact that she knows immediately how to manipulate Finral into making sure he can do this, you know? Just like, oh, well, you know, I'll give you a hug after this is all done. So if you're going to cry, you can cry right into these titties. That's exactly what he needs. So she's fucking good. She's fucking smart. And I love that. I love that so much. She's so fucking clever. The fact that, again, this is the most powerful being we have seen in 47 episodes. And she's taking charge with a plan to actually deal damage to him. That's pretty good. That's really friggin' good. And Finral's finally stepping up, which is great, That's really good. Actually, because the whole... also with Vanessa, we had that earlier battle with the mosquito guy where she literally basically traps him in a web. He got trapped in the spider's web. But I like that it's like, he thinks he's won because she can just barely dodge because of the sound and stuff. But he's literally trapping himself in this thread web, and she defeats him. She's really friggin' smart. It does actually remind me of Best Jeanist on My Hero Academia. There was a point where, he basically fights All For One, and All For One is like, you're really good at this, Like, that quirk by itself would not get you to, whatever, the number 4 hero, but you're really talented and really good. There's no point in me taking your quirk, because I'm not going to be able to use it like you have, but you're really good. And then he does defeat him, but it's such an interesting thing that it's like, they don't have the raw power, but they got the fucking skills. And it's also just an interesting thing, because it's like, man, if you just look at Vanessa in this episode, you do kind of start to think like, well, wait a minute, why would she be in the Black Bulls? She's so smart, and her use of her thread is so good. And then you remember, because she's an alcoholic, a functioning one, but she is a terrible alcoholic, which means the only place she could go is the Black Bulls, It's like seeing all of Noelle's power from last episode and thinking, what the heck? But she could not control it until this very moment, And so that's just such an interesting thing. And it's good. It's good because Vanessa works with the Black Bulls, and Noelle does too. They all work together so well as a part of the Black Bulls, And I like here when she says like, oh, I was wondering why everyone really, really liked you, but now I get it. It's that spirit that Asta has that draws people to him, and now she's stepping up, She's friggin' stepping up. It slightly reminds me of like when Tien used the tri-beam on imperfect or a semi-perfect Cell. It's like Tien should be way out of his league, but he did something there. She's doing a bit more, kinda, than Tien. I mean, comparing power levels, that's not gonna work, but you know what I mean. But still, it's just like, I really like that. I really like that it's like, she should be woefully outclassed. I mean, technically all of them should, but she should be woefully outclassed here. And Finral too, technically, because he can't really do attacking. But they should be woefully outclassed. But no, they're, at least her, she's freaking smart. And Finral, they did at least point out, he is fast and precise with his portals, Like, it's incredible. It's like, he should not be able to do this either, but he is good with his portals. Even if he's not great with combat and he gets scared and everything, his control over those portals is incredible, Which is also why he's in the Black Bulls. So the fact that worked, I really like that. What a fascinating team up, I don't know if I would have thought of that, But I mean, you could also say it's kind of like with the last arc with Ghosh, where it's like, okay, so he's got mirrors, but how does that work? It's like, okay, sure, he has some beams and stuff, but then you get to Licht's ultimate attack, and he just comes in with a big mirror and bounces it back. It's like, yeah, he is perfect against Licht because his power is light magic. Light will always be reflected. So that was good. I like that. It's interesting seeing like the matchups that they do in this show, like seeing who gets to fight who and how it works and everything, and then just getting someone like Finral, who's a coward. He's just a complete coward and woman crazy, but damn if he can make a portal fast and accurately. And Vanessa, who may be a drunk horny woman, but goddamn is she smart as hell. Vanessa is as smart as she is beautiful, which is fucking crazy, all of that to say, I still really love this show. I will never get over how much I love this show. So while Veto's not fully getting his ass kicked, his anus kicked in this, they did land a solid hit, and this was a really damn good episode. So I'm glad. I'm glad for it. We're doing good. We're doing good. I really like it. Everyone is surpassing their limits. And is that everyone that we've seen from the Black Bulls? I think so. Asta, Magna, Luck, Noel, Finral, Vanessa, Gauche, Gray, Charmy. Yeah, that's everyone, because they said only 9 of them were there, and Yami, being number 10, is trapped up there. But Gordon's not here. Fuck Gordon. Poor Gordon. I mean, it's just they left him behind, and that's just that, and it's just like, okay. Sorry, Gordon. Maybe in the next arc you can have your time to shine. Or not. Maybe that'll be part of the joke, is we just never see what Gordon is capable of. I would not put it past them to make that joke. So, but yeah, this stuff is so good. It's so good. I love this show to death. So yeah, that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. And should I just make a joke about I'm going to go and, watch the service stuff? I don't know. We'll just make that the end credits there.